So I've noticed a thing that I'm doing wrong. And on some of the previous videos, especially on the ground side of the previous videos, you'll see a fight philosophy and a fight, if I can use the word, like a physicality. So what I'm doing is I'm being brought to the ground where I'm teaching a ground class, and I'm teaching students how to do damage on the ground. That is 100% correct. What I've been doing incorrectly is I forgot what Krav Maga is about. And Krav Maga is about being able to do damage while you're on the ground and being able to defend yourself against somebody who is trained, like a jiu-jitsu guy, to do damage and submissions on the ground. But the Krav philosophy is to get the hell up and get the hell out. So instead of me trying to do damage and feeling comfortable on my back and throwing punches and blocking stuff, I should be fighting the entire time to give myself an opportunity to get up. I teach it in the women's self-defense classes, and I've probably done some videos with Andrea where my philosophy that I was explaining to her in the training was about her not absorbing damage, but giving damage back, staying on offense, doing enough damage to get out. What it should be is that she should be getting out, and if she needs to do damage to get out, do that, but constantly keep in her head, I'm getting out, I'm moving out, I'm getting out. So you're gonna see a little bit of a shift. And the reason why I was able to recognize that I was doing this incorrectly is because here at VMMA Quakertown, I was working with one of the owners, Coach Kevin, and he has a little bit of a jiu-jitsu background, but in a couple of months, me teaching him the Krav way, which is beat the tar out of the person, Coach Kevin was able to keep me on the ground and beat me up. And I couldn't beat him up like I used to because he just got better and he knows jiu-jitsu. We worked out a couple of nights ago and I made a massive shift in my thought pattern because I had a conversation with another coach and instructor, Gus Patazzi, who teaches up in Connecticut. I had this conversation with him, and his philosophy is he's got to get up in 15 seconds, 10 seconds. So the way that he does that is he uses Krav Maga, all of our nasty stuff, eye gouges and tearing at the skin and hitting testicles and biting and all that stuff. But the entire time, every movement that he does is to make space so that he can stand up. So I'm going to make this shift in the way that we train that philosophy. I still have to teach how to do damage, but the entire time, every piece of damage you do is getting you one step closer to standing up on your feet. And when I worked out with Coach Kevin a couple of nights ago, and I put that philosophy in my head and concentrated on it, first of all, he wasn't able to take me down with any success whatsoever, because instead of me trying to say, all right, he's taking me down, let me play the ground fight with him, my philosophy was, I'm not going to let him take me down. I had forgotten that. Then when I finally let him take me down, and I'm not bragging, but I literally say, all right, take me down, as soon as he took me down, my philosophy changed to, I'm not going to try to fight him, I'm going to try to get up. And as I was hitting him, I was moving my butt and starting to get out of it, and I was able to stand up in about 10 seconds. So it changed everything, and I have to get back to Krav Maga. I started to do this hybrid thing, and it was wrong.
So what is the best practice for getting up?
Here's the interesting part. As an instructor, I found out that I learn more when I'm teaching now than me taking a class, because I kind of see finite things that if I'm practicing it, I can't feel, but when I'm watching students do it, I can kind of see what I want to put an asterisk on and say, okay, we have to concentrate on that. So the answer to your question is, I'm going to be developing the real nitty-gritty of it as we move forward. However, in our big classes and everything, right now it's going to be concentrating on exactly what I said when I was working with Coach Kevin. Philosophically is every movement that you do has a purpose to getting up. And we're going to start breaking that down, and you're going to see more videos about pushing to get up. And if we use Bon Jovi in the background in the videos, that's fine. Listen, it was in the background.